Welcome everyone to UFC post-fight Overeem versus Harris. We gotta talk about this. It was a good card for the most part, and I say good card because the prelims were freaking brutal and amazing. If you watched the prelims, it was definitely better than the main card. Aside from the main event, which was a pretty good main event. Ended in a little less spectacular fashion, but we'll get to that main event in a bit. Let's deal with the co-main event. Claudia Gadelha versus Angela Hill. And this was the theme of the main card, basically. The fact was, a lot of fights went to decisions. And sometimes you scratch your head on these decisions. Sometimes these decisions don't agree with what you're thinking. And some could say about this one. No, it was a split decision. And I think the second round was probably the easiest round to score. And then it all goes about the first and third round. But Claudia takes the decision here via split decision. It was an okay fight. Nothing spectacular, nothing amazing. No one ran off with this fight. I think Claudia definitely took the fight. She was the aggressor in the first round. And she definitely seemed to have a little more on the third round. But then again, like I said, it's all about who watches these fights and how they see it and what they give to, in terms of points, hurt them. We get to the main event. For example, Overeem versus Harris. I predicted that Overeem was going to win this fight, and I'm happy to report that I was right again. I was 1 for 2 today because I thought Hill was going to take the co-main event. But the fact is, I think, I'm not sure how the favoritism or who's the favorite works and who's the underdog, but whoever is doing this is not doing a good job recently. I understand Harris had a 2-fight win streak, could have been 4, but to me, there's a lot more than just numbers in that sense. The fighters make the fights. So looking at these fighters, Alistair Overeem is a beast. He's a guy that comes out and fights and makes no excuses for his performances. With that being said, Walt Harris is coming out here, and this is his first fight since the tragedy, and his mind is definitely has to be still thinking of it. People are bringing it up. It was the big thing. They did a package and everything about it. And the first round, he almost had it. He almost had that first round. And I think the thing that turned around this match was that big boot that he tried. No, he barely missed that big boot. He fell to the ground. Overeem took advances. Ground and pounded him. The people I was watching the fight with were in disagreement with what I said, which had this, how you score the round. I gave that round to Overeem because he took it. He took advantage of the situation and just ran with it. And you could see it that Walt Harris just, I don't want to say that he was done, but he definitely was not 100% there. He definitely took a lot of shots. And they might be pepper shots, but they add up after a while. Second round comes. He eats a devastating head kick, followed by a left, and that's all she wrote. Harris was basically just did not know what to do. Harris is a great fighter, and the size-wise, I for some reason, when I saw these two in the actual cage, I'm like, wow, Harris is a lot bigger than Overeem. And he's young, he still has a lot of time left, so he has to learn from this. This is a learning experience for Harris because he seemed not to know what to do when he got into those bad positions. But like I said, it was I had Overeem winning this fight. I think the experience there was just too much to handle. And it's not like Overeem has lost to nobodies. No, his last fight that he lost, he was winning. It's not like he was losing that fight. He got caught with a bad punch that busted his lip open. So, I think people just look into the numbers way too much and not realize that these fighters are fighters, and sometimes a bad win, or should I say a loss, is sometimes still a good performance. Walt Harris, like I said, there was a lot riding on this, and I think he probably put a lot more pressure on himself than anyone else. And nothing to take away from his performance. He came out and he almost had it. He almost had it in that first round. One bad mistake cost him that fight. But with that being said, Overeem did win. We gotta give Overeem the credit. He's a veteran. He took full advantage of the mistake, got on top, hurt him, and then second round came out and just finished him. So Alistair Overeem takes the victory in TKO fashion. But like I said, I hope you guys enjoyed the fights. With that being said, if you missed the prelims, definitely find a way to watch it. The prelims were amazing. If you noticed the canvas was full of blood, that was the prelims. There was like 6, that's a lie, I'm exaggerating now. There were like 3 fights that was just all bloody. One of them was really bad. And the people I was watching was like, stop the fight, stop the fight. I'm like, no, don't stop the fight. This is a good fight. Like I said, it was a fun night of fights for the most part, especially if you caught the prelims. The main card was but let me know what you guys thought. If you guys enjoyed the main card, what you guys thought. If you scored the co-main event for Angela Hill, let me know. Make sure to leave a comment. Make sure to like this video, subscribe. Make sure to hit that notification, because we're covering all UFC events. Why not? There's nothing else to cover, right? No baseball, no video game news. Well, some video game news, but still, we got a lot coming. WGZ Entertainment is bringing a lot of new content here, right here. So make sure to subscribe. And like I said, I hope you guys are doing well, staying home, staying healthy. And until the next UFC, which is a big pay-per-view fight, make sure to subscribe, because I will have a preview for that one. Until then, take care everyone, and I'll see you sooner than later.